Grace Ashcroft is a technical analyst for the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the daughter of investigative reporter and Raccoon City survivor Alyssa Ashcroft. Grace was designed to be a timid and fearful protagonist. Let's see if her character model reflects that. Speaking of intentionality with character design, the character look needs to reflect the story you are telling with them, and I think they hit every mark with Grace. Her body type is slim, not typically the fighting type like Leon. Her outfits are either casual or professional because tech analysts rarely go to the field and they are low profile to reflect her timid nature, unlike someone like Ada Wong who's more seductive and witty. Now on to the Grace model itself. To begin with, let's hide the rig along with the outfit. This is interesting because you can see here that all we have left is a head and a pair of floating arms. This is a very standard optimization technique. Basically, any body part that isn't going to be seen is hidden to save memory. The topology is triangulated, which is common in many game models. Triangulation usually happens automatically when the models are brought into game engines, although some game developers do it manually for more control. Game models are ultimately triangulated because GPUs are optimized to render triangles. Unlike quads, triangles are always planar, ensuring consistent shading and eliminating ambiguity during rendering. This makes them essential for stable, efficient real-time performance in game engines. Something interesting that happens when you look at the outfits, you'll notice the topology at the openings converges to one vertex point. My guess is because there's no body model. They needed a way to catch the light that goes in the outfit. As to why the rig looks the way it does, I don't know myself, so if anyone has any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. I don't imagine that this is how the rig looked when animating or transferring mocap data. Animation is usually handled externally using programs like Maya or Blender. This includes the shape keys, which are usually baked into the mesh during transfer to game engines, which is why we don't have any on our model. Looking at her jacket, it looks like the physics are handled by a rig as well. Most likely the simulations are applied to the bones instead of cloth simulations baked into the models. Moving on to the textures, something even more interesting happens. For optimization purposes and saving memory, some textures are combined together into different channels in the same image. For example, here, the normal maps and the roughness maps are combined into the main channel and the alpha channel respectively. This can be clearly seen when you open the textures in Photoshop. The same goes for the outfits. As you can see, the cavity, occlusion, and the translucent maps are all in one image. Once again, open Photoshop and go to Channels. The green channel would be the cavity, and the blue channel would be the occlusion map. As for the UVs, these are standard. To save memory, some UVs are set up to share images. This is observed when looking at the UVs for the pants, shoes, and bandages. And that's it. I'll be doing more model reviews, so stay tuned. Subscribe and leave a like as it really helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.